How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm wishing you all a happy new year, and hopefully everybody is well and good. Today I'm doing an engine bay detail on this 2013 Honda Accord. I don't think this car has ever been detailed in the engine, and as you can look, there has been dirt sitting on this car since probably the day it has been bought, and it has never been cleaned or detailed. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. The first thing I do is cover up the alternator, because in this particular model the alternator was pretty exposed, and I have make sure that I covered it up completely. I put like 2 bags on it just in case. And the next step is definitely remove the battery, so that even if water goes on any of the cables, it doesn't short anything. And first thing I do is start washing the under the hood, that is from washing from top to the bottom, so it's easier and it makes a job a lot more easier than first washing the bottom and then going to the top, because you don't want anything to fall from the top if you have already cleaned the engine first. For this engine bay detail, I'm using degreaser, that is super clean degreaser, and I think I'm using it at full strength because this engine was really dirty. And I recommend not using a pressure washer, because you don't want to use too much pressure on engines. Sometimes you might damage something. And when I'm using the water, I'm not soaking the guard over here. I don't know what it's called. I'm not putting too much water on it, because sometimes it's made out of fabric, sometimes it's made out of other materials. You don't want to soak it too much, or the water weight will make it sag, and you don't want to do that. And just the hose pressure is enough to clean off all that, and using a degreaser makes the job really easier. And super clean is one of the good products to use on engine bays. After washing the grill for the wiper blades, I use the hose pressure just to wash off the engine. And here I'm using very light pressure, because I don't want to soak the engine way too much. This is a little bit more exposed engine that I feel. I don't want to use too much water pressure. So here you see me, I'm just watering down the engine a little bit, so you just take this top dirt off. And next I use my degreaser to do the job. The degreaser will actually take off most of the dirt that is on there, and sometimes you have oil deposits next to the head gasket and all that stuff. It removes all that as well. Here I apply good amount of product on the engine, that is the degreaser. I apply liberally all over it, so let the degreaser do the job, breaking down all the dust and all the debris that is accumulated on the engine. And I go over with my to agitate it with my soft bristle brush. My good advice would be to do this in a very cool environment and make sure the engine is cold enough, and if you feel that the product is drying on the engine, it's good to wash it out, because you don't want the degreaser to dry on the engine. It will kind of stain it and sometimes even damage it. So here I'm working quickly and efficiently, make sure that I get through all of the parts, but I do wash the engine off at midpoint because my product was drying. So I washed it off and I went back on the other half and I did it again. Here I'm using my Max Shine wheel barrel brush that I use on wheels. It's a little longer brush and it's easier to go through all those tight areas where my brush cannot go, and I try not to pressure it too much. Don't want to make sure damage anything, but efficiently work through all that and try to get as much dirt as I can. Here, after the engine is properly washed and all clean, I take my blow dryer and make sure to remove all the standing water and blow it properly all the way through all the wires and everything. And then I take my rag and I make sure wipe everything dry, or make sure all the cables are dried and nice and it's ready for dressing. The final steps for the engine bay detail here is I dress all the plastics with mother's plastic and vinyl dressing. It gives the engine that finished look and a very clean, detailed look. And last but not least, please do not forget to connect your batteries back again. That is the most important step. And I let the engine run for a few minutes so that if there's any water, it dries off and there's no issues with the engine light. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe to his channel and hit the bell icon for future videos, and I'll see you on the next one.